why am I depriving myself of food and water? Why am I waking up early in the morning for suhoor, a meal before fajr, praying fajr, and then depriving myself of food and water for the rest of the day? And I'm doing this for a whole month. And we always hear that question every year from people who don't understand Ramadan. Not even water, right? What is the purpose for this sacrifice? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the Quran, He tells us in Surah Al-Baqarah, يَا أَيُّهَا الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا كُتِبَ عَلَيْكُمُ الصِّيَامُ كَمَا كُتِبَ عَلَى الَّذِينَ مِنْ قَبْلِكُمْ لَعَلَّكُمْ تَتَّقُونَ. Believers, fasting has been prescribed for you the same way that it has been prescribed for the people before you, so that you can attain taqwa. Taqwa means the mindfulness of Allah, the awareness of Allah, and bringing Allah into every decision you make. Taqwa is when you think of Allah before you utter those words to your spouse, your children, your family, your friends. Taqwa is when before you make that decision, that financial decision, that marriage decision, or any decision you make, you bring Allah into the picture. The purpose of this spiritual, intense month of Ramadan is that by the end of it, I have developed an awareness of Allah to the point that I bring Allah into everything I do. You'll notice that in Ramadan, you're hearing the Quran every night. All the huffaz are revising the Quran. There is an energy of the Quran where everyone is reciting the Quran before iftar, before Isha. Everyone is trying to increase in their engagement with the Quran. And it is no coincidence that the month of Ramadan is also the month of the Quran. You see, if the purpose of Ramadan was to develop taqwa, and the Quran was revealed in Ramadan, then there is a close relationship between the Quran and taqwa. Without the Quran being a part of my daily experience, it will be very difficult to create taqwa within myself. Without having the Quran in my life, it's hard to develop the awareness of Allah, the mindfulness of Allah. The person who does not bring the Quran into their life will have a difficult time obeying Allah when it matters the most. They'll have a hard time staying away from the disobedience of Allah. The Quran is how we attain taqwa. Allah in the Quran, He says, شَهْرُ رَمَضَانَ الَّذِي أُنزِلَ فِيهِ الْقُرْآنِ هُدًى لِلنَّاسِ وَبَيِّنَاتٍ مِّنَ الْهُدَى وَالْفُرْقَانِ. The month of Ramadan is the month in which the Quran was revealed as guidance for all of humanity. In it are clear signs, clear verses containing guidance and giving you the ability to distinguish right and wrong. The way to attain the awareness of Allah was, is, and will always be through developing a daily relationship with the Quran.